Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft and I'm back to cast another game for you. This will be a 2 versus 2 on Tempest, and it will be between SuperNinja, the red Protoss player. His teammate will be xSixAzide, the blue Protoss, and their opponents will be Lele, the purple Zerg player, and Tacs, the teal Terran player. Now, to say a little bit more about these teams, everybody knows Azide and SuperNinja by now. I think they're currently ranked about 7th on the 2v2 arranged team servers, North American server, I should say. And they're doing their dual pylon up front thing, and they're going to split up their probes to scout. And so pretty high ranked team for a double Protoss team. And then on the other hand, we have Tacs and Lele, who I'm not sure if they are an alternate account of somebody else or not, but Lele and Tacs are actually only a diamond team, a pretty high diamond, I think. So this should be pretty interesting. My first thought is, okay, what are Tacs and Lele even doing in a game against Azide and SuperNinja? So we'll see what happens, but based on the rankings, top team is definitely an underdog. However, like I said, they could be alternate accounts of someone else. Who knows? But a very late spawning pool coming down for Lele. He's really opting to drone up early, and which is going to pay off, as you see Azide and SuperNinja throwing their gateways down up front here, as I don't expect a very aggressive opening at all from the top team. So could we be seeing a macro style game here? As both teams are settling into their build orders. A couple of things I wanted to say. I just finished my last final, so I'm super stoked about that, and I'm done with school for the time being. I will be going on vacation in about a week for a 10-day trip with my parents, so brace yourselves for that. There won't be any new videos once I leave for a while, so I'm going to do the best I can to get as many videos up before then, before I take my trip, as I am going to have a little bit of free time here. I'm graduating on Friday, so I'm pretty excited about that. And the other thing is that, so yeah, because I've been busy with finals and finishing up my lab classes, I haven't got to a lot of replays lately, so I kind of have a lot of replays on the or backed up, so to speak, that I have not cast yet. So please be patient. I know a lot of you have submitted replays and are probably like, dude, what the H? What the hell, Irie? Never mind. You guys are just like, what the hell, why don't you get to my replay? Well, I've been busy, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm always accepting new awesome epic replays. And since I apparently keep forgetting to add this into my cast occasionally, it's IrieStarcraft@gmail.com. That is my email. Whoa, massive pings going off over here. I'm not really sure why. I think they should by now know that the SuperNinja Azide, they haven't scouted their base yet, so this is getting a really strange game. Let me finish that one other thing though. When you guys send me replays, I would really appreciate it if you signed your Battle.net or your StarCraft name at the bottom of the email. It really helps me organize what's going on with all these replays. So anyway, that's enough about that. I'm going to get back to this game, and some major teching is already going on from Tacs. I can't believe they still have not scouted the base. So maybe they're not an alternate team. Maybe they really are a diamond team. So we'll see what comes out of this game. I mean, Tacs is going right into siege tanks and getting his siege tech, and also supplementing those with some marines. He's got a starport. He's trying to sort of hide the starport down here, and it seems like Tacs has finally realized where they are, because he is pinging all over the place down there. I wonder if Lele and Tacs are talking on Skype or what's going on, because there's all these pings going off. But major supply blockage at the orbital command, and Azide and SuperNinja are just spamming sentries here. And now with the hallucinated Phoenix are going to start scouting. I feel like Azide and SuperNinja are toying right now. What are they doing here? They're going mass sentries, and then we have one gateway into there are 3 gateways, two gateways, an additional gateway here, and a Twilight Council. Is there a Dark Shrine going down or something for SuperNinja. He is going for that blink. Okay, and then xSixAzide at the same time has just finished his 4th gateway and is going for sentries, and it looks just like going to be a heavy zealot stalker ground army. And meanwhile, Tacs and Lele just sitting back, chilling, mass chilling with roaches, zerglings, and siege tanks here. I don't see this as a recipe for success, really, for either team at the moment. So somebody's gonna need to expand here. And actually, Lele is gonna go ahead and expand, but that is really exposed. The way that this defense is set up here for Tacs. And so still not much action going on. We do have a Banshee now on the way for Tacs. Coming out of that sneaky starport. There is no cloaking field for the Banshee, however. So we'll see how much it will be able to do. Some blink stalkers should easily be able to take care of this Banshee by warping in a couple in the back. And now SuperNinja and xSixAzide are going to press out here and throwing down their customary proxy pylons. Always a good idea. And SuperNinja is going to realize a no expansion here. There are quite a few siege tanks, and now the bunkers have been loaded up for the most part. And we do have a couple of hallucinated immortals, which no detection right now for the top team. They do not realize that these are hallucinated immortals. So these, this is a pretty sweet play right here. Immortals, fake Immortals, going to absorb some of these siege tank shots. It looks like xSixAzide and SuperNinja aren't sure if they want to commit to this attack, because I think they may have been able to break it, but the siege tank placement for Tacs is very good. This one down here is sort of just in his own world, but it looks like SuperNinja and xSixAzide are going to fall back here. I think SuperNinja is worried about more Banshees maybe than there really are, because there's still just this one Banshee, and he doesn't see that Banshee, but he may have seen it earlier, and then the Banshee went back away. And interesting, I kind of like this pylon placement here, though. If you want to try and take a sneak expansion here, you can warp in units to defend it, or if somebody else takes it, you can warp in some units. You may even be able to warp in some units down here, some stalkers, and then blink up and down. Yeah, he can actually blink up and down this now with his stalkers. Looks like he was thinking about blinking right up here. There's one tank here. If he could get some vision, he would be able to do that. This Banshee going to force some probes off the line and then run away as the stalkers are warped in. xSixAzide falling all the way back. Looks like xSixAzide and SuperNinja are going to fall all the way back down here. I hope they're not falling all the way back down here just to deal with one Banshee. Seems like a little bit of overkill, but they've got the top team pinned down here, and the top team really has pinned themselves down by setting up the defenses here and kind of leaving it immobile without trying to push out into this area. I think if the top team had earlier tried to push out into this front area, they might be in better shape right now. But looks like SuperNinja going to snipe off one tank on the high ground using a hallucinated Phoenix for vision and then run away. So doing a little hit and run action. One Zergling may even get a free sentry kill here if SuperNinja is not too careful. It looks like that sentry is actually going to survive, just barely. So xSixAzide with a observer out now, not even realizing that there is no cloaking at all for Tacs. He seems to have just gotten that one Banshee and then completely abandoned that strategy. But he does have quite a few siege tanks, and these are going to be pretty effective. He's doing a really great job of splitting the tanks, and he's got some serious APM to be able to be doing that. And the force fields coming down here, not going to completely trap these armies, but it looks like some force fields right in this location may have been a little bit better. But trying to press into this is xSixAzide. SuperNinja trying to come up from the bottom, but it looks like most of his army has been obliterated. And Tacs and Lele are pushing forward, gradually creepy crawling some siege tanks forward. xSixAzide and SuperNinja are up against it. They don't have the tech that they need to deal with all these siege tanks. There's no Phoenix, no Void Rays, no Colossi on the field. So just with some Blink Stalkers, really SuperNinja is going to have to make something happen with some Blink Stalkers to take out these tanks, but it may be extremely difficult at this point. And it looks like this expansion for xSixAzide may end up falling. He's going to try and hallucinate some immortals. It looks like to try and break that, they need to be attacking at the same time. And meanwhile, more and more units continuing to reinforce this location. Tacs will be expanding right here. And this Nexus is about to go down. So a nice play from the top team. I've been dogging their style most of this game, but it's proving me wrong. With some great siege tank play from Tacs. And now lele going to sort of apply some extra pressure to this base. I think Tacs is going to start moving these tanks closer and closer, and not a position you want to be in if you are xSixAzide and SuperNinja. I've been in this position on this map quite a few times, so it looks like they're going to try and break the contain right now, but xSixAzide indecisive. He is able to take out one tank and then falling back out of range to recuperate. He does have a real immortal now in this army, and I'm struggling to try and watch both of these armies at the same time. SuperNinja and xSixAzide, I feel like now they're up against it because they've allowed this army to continuously be reinforced, and the siege tank placement is just so good right now for Tacs that, okay, SuperNinja and xSixAzide need to try and break this with a pincher style attack. Look at all of the hallucinated immortals coming in here, and I don't think that the right team realizes they are hallucinated and trying to break this. There's just not enough. Look at the swarm, the Zerglings and Roaches taking out the Stalkers down there for SuperNinja, and now xSixAzide forced to fall back. There's not going to be enough to break this. They're in huge trouble right now. And without any sort of mobility, taking advantage of any kind of mobility, we do see now SuperNinja is getting a Dark Shrine, and he has this proxy pylon, but could it be too late? Dark Templars are going to be warping in this location very soon and running across the map into this base. However, there is an extra command center here with plenty of energy for scans. It looks like Tacs is one step ahead in that regard, and xSixAzide not very happy about the all-in. And it was kind of an all-in, but I don't know if I necessarily call it an all-in. We do have one Dark Templar now slicing and dicing some siege tanks. There's still time left in this game. It is not over. This game is not over. xSixAzide still has army in his base. There are Dark Templars sniping out all these tanks. SuperNinja's got one DT in here just picking off every tank, and most of them went down. There's only 4 tanks left. So could SuperNinja and xSixAzide actually break this? I'm not so sure. We do now have a Dark Templar up in this location. I think we should have another Dark Templar. We do have another Dark Templar in Tacs' main. The scan is going to go off, and the SCVs will surround and kill that Dark Templar. This one, however, is still on the loose. So SuperNinja doing a great job splitting these Dark Templars. A last resort move is actually going to force this entire army to fall back because they have no detection. Lele has an Overseer over here, but no detection over this army is really allowing these tanks to get softened up, and SuperNinja now taking a sneaky expansion down here. The right team not knowing about that, obviously, and doing some long distance mining at the same time over here. I wonder if these probes could make it. I don't think the probes could make it by there if he tried to Maynard them over to this location. I don't think that would work without getting seen at this watchtower. So at least Lele doing a good job right now of covering the middle of the map. Expanding, always a good idea, especially after this expansion didn't pan out. And looks like we are going to sit back and reinforce this some more. Lele doing all kinds of upgrades here. We have missile attacks, tunneling claws, and burrow. So these roaches will be much more mobile, and we'll be able to go under any kind of force fields and whatnot. And xSixAzide talking a little bit more trash. And like I said, the top team right now, that's a diamond level team. So I don't know, xSixAzide, what kind of trash are you talking here? Get your base down. You're the one that's getting lit up here. And more tanks are knocking at the front door. This is like the game of inevitability, as now the tanks are pushing back azite's army. He just does not have enough. The concave, way too powerful. And I was saying that the game of inevitability, it's like it's like when Agent Smith is talking to Mr. Anderson in The Matrix. It's just it's inevitable. It's inevitable. It is your destiny that you will lose this game, Azide, as the siege tanks are slowly crawling forward, and now Azide has left the game. SuperNinja, I don't think, is a very happy camper right now either. He does have Dark Templars still all over the place, preventing these expansions from going down. But he just doesn't have the macro power right now. He only has 6 probes at this location. His main is completely mined out. He has 1,000 minerals and 1,000 gas. So, but now with this, excuse me there, with this Overseer chilling over these tanks, I just don't see it happening in this game for SuperNinja. So, I want to say thank you to Lele for sending me this game. It was definitely a pleasure to cast, and goes to show that going super heavy rush at the beginning doesn't always have to happen. And so Azide and SuperNinja are so used to dealing with these rush tactics that when they face a turtling opponent, all of a sudden they're exposed a little bit. So I do like this. Always interesting to see a different type of strategy that has success against other stuff. And so yeah, definitely entertaining for me, as now with this base going down from Lele's Zerglings, that should just about do it. And we're pretty much just waiting for SuperNinja to try and make his last stand here at the main. And here we go. We have roaches unburrowing on top of all these zealots and trapping them. That was pretty sweet right there. And there goes all these units, and there goes SuperNinja. So that is going to do it, and well played by the top team. Definitely well played. So thank you again, Lele, for sending me this game. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.